because I don't know, the weather came and it wasn't till the next year. But if I can get it all sorted before winter, we can cover it over with cardboard.
Has it been good this year? Because
not brilliant. It was a really slow start, so I lost a lot earlier on. Fruit was the only good thing, but all the fruit was well.
yeah,
Because the spinach has been all right, but I put that in the latter end. And then you can put them on the bed. He said, otherwise you're going to lose them all. Because I've got a lot that I haven't even picked, but they're black ones. Black tomatoes. Oh, yeah. And I only bought them really because it was, when I went to get the seeds, it was after we lost Obi, and had a black cat that we
yes, yeah.
and they were called Black Beauty, and I thought, I'll get some Black Beauties.
Yeah.
But they were so late going in because of the weather, and then they didn't do
There was no weather then to, I didn't
but they're all, I mean, I've got them all over the plants. There's no problem. But he said we might, because of how late they are, we go into.
I usually buy one plant at a pop, and I usually buy just the one plant for myself. Because I haven't got a greenhouse or anything.
Yeah.
In and out of the shed. Out in the day, in the shed at night, because the shed gets warm and that.
We could come
And this
up
year I
now.
come up,
What just undo this?
Well, mine are outside, you see, that's it. I haven't got them in a greenhouse. So I'm thinking maybe a polytunnel would help. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Opened it for us.
Don't worry, I'll do it when you.
No, this is the initiative. I should know this. The amount of houses I've been into when I come go through, and then I'll say, "Is this the initiative test? If I can get in without the."
Even I can't.
Is it?
It's
You do two
there's
things.
one on the top and one on the bottom.
One on the bottom as well.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you see, I got it.
Oh,
I was
fine.
doing the one at the bottom.
Yeah.
I've got kids that can suss them out. Can't talk, but they can suss out the.
Suss out how to escape.
Oh, excuse me.
I didn't know where everybody had gone, so I waited downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh.
What have we got?
They were nice people. Was it last week they were here?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Evidence was just superb for them. Lovely.
I'll have that one. That one for there. Yeah. Going back really into our jumpers now, aren't we?
Oh.
Yeah. I thought, but we can't
But
get over
it was gorgeous today.
But
Absolutely
then once
gorgeous.
6 o'clock came.
It goes cold. Yeah.
Yeah. Just as soon as the sun goes.
Yeah.
You know.
But I don't mind that.
Have you seen the moon?
It's beautiful. It's the harvest moon, isn't it? It's it's a super moon, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's silver.
It's
got a
almost
nice
got
energy.
a face in it.
Yeah, it's got a nice energy. It feels a nice
I
one.
was looking at it last night. I was saying to Paul around about 10 o'clock, and the sky was all like pinks and blues and.
Oh, last night was gorgeous. But I was on the phone to somebody, and it had gone. It goes slightly turquoisey blue because it had been. But then I saw all these pink wisps all across. Yeah, but then it went really red.
Yeah, and then the moon was there with like a haze.
Yeah.
Halo around it.
Yeah.
It was
It's a good one. Going to be a good one.
It's just looking at me through the bars. As if to say, any minute now, when your ass touches that seat, I'm going to start being a pain in the arse.
Maybe he won't.
It was good last week.
I know,
and the
but
week
he's been
before.
an absolute pest the last 2 days.
Whatever's wrong with him.
He is being a nuisance. It's like, I don't know why.
He probably thinks it's time to act up for a while.
Yeah, exactly. You're right at the top
Just
of the
annoy
team.
everyone for a little while.
Yeah, I've been good for a fortnight now. Now
Yeah.
you can see the
I'm
real
going to
me.
kick off now.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, go on.
What's going on here?
Because he didn't blew me into next week.
Bumpersy daisy.
Well, that was me that when I was sitting there.
I thought he's trying to get rid of me. Get through that wall and get up in the naughty corner.
Bugger off.
Is that where you wanted me to go? In the naughty corner?
Yeah,
I don't know what I've done, but anyway, I'll take the blame.
we did the bump.
I'll take the blame.
What was that song we did? The bump.
Do you know that?
Who sang that?
I don't know. Wasn't it someone like,
Wasn't it a ghosty song?
no. Gonna bump to the bump. It was a 70s
We
one.
did
Used to
the
do it all the
bump.
parties.
We did do that. Yeah, something bump. The bump. Did the
There's
job.
a little dance which is going around. Go the bump to the bump. You do it to the rhythm of
And then
the
they go
rock and roll
to
sound.
the
From the
side.
bump to the bump. Hey, hey, howdy ho. Here we go. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 2, 10. Bump, 2, 3, 4, bump. And everyone did the fucking bumps each other. It's like a holiday camp song. You used to get it a lot in the holiday camps. That and Superman and Klingons on the starboard bow.
Yes.
Star Trekking.
Right, then.
That's an extra bit of energy.
What mean nearly knocking you over?
Well, let's say
No,
hello.
Singing.
Hello, good evening to everybody listening in, dotted around the country and the world. Lovely to have you with us again. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. And now we'll say hello to our friends in Spirit World. Nice to be back here, the circle again. Weeks are just flying by, but we'll leave everything in your hands now, and I will say over to you, and we'll start the music going.
Flatfoot once more comes and joins his brothers and sisters as you gather here tonight in joy, harmony, and service to the great white spirit of love and creation. Flatfoot, for the first time tonight, comes and blesses you all in that love.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Flatfoot.
Flatfoot.
For the first time tonight, Flatfoot will now take leave and allow others to commune with you from my side of life, but Flatfoot will return again later. Flatfoot, for the first time now, will say bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye,
Flatfoot. Bye-bye for
Flatfoot.
now.
Yeah.
Aha.
Hello.
Ha
Yeah,
Hello.
ha! Ha
it's
Hello
you.
again.
ha! Is it me?
Mm,
Are you sure?
yeah,
Let me look in the mirror.
yeah. Hmm.
Yes, I will look in the mirror in a moment.
All right.
I'll see if it's me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who it is at the moment.
Mhm.
Yes,
It's you, is it?
it's me. It must be me. Can't be anyone else, can it?
No.
No. Hello, Sue.
Hello.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Yeah, I'm marvellous. I'm mostly marvellous.
Good. And Anthony, I've got tonight something to tell you and,
Oh, yeah.
and something to ask you.
Oh, all right. Well, I've got something to do as well.
All right.
Sue,
Yeah.
do you know somebody who's been dangling off a crane?
Dangling off a crane?
Off a crane?
Well, not recently.
I can see.
I have in the past.
I can see a long arm of a crane and someone dangling off it and doing stuff.
Mm. Well, in the past, yes. But not recently.
All right. I don't know what that's about then. Somebody just said dangling off a crane, and somebody pushes it up and down, and someone dangles off it and twirls about.
I have seen that.
Oh,
Mm.
oh well. Well, I'm just saying so because apparently you've seen that at some point.
I have.
That's
yeah.
rather peculiar. That
Mm.
not everybody sees that, you know.
Oh, well, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm in those fields.
Yeah. You've been in the field.
No, that's the kind of thing
Oh, shit.
people I know.
That's the kind of
yeah.
thing that floats your boat.
Well, people that I know do things like that.
Do they
so,
really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh, that's all right then.
yeah.
Jolly good. Yeah, jolly nice. Jolly nice. Yeah. Jolly good. Auntie Cora,
Yes.
you all right there?
I'm fine, thank you. Yes,
You having a nice life?
I am at the moment.
That's nice then.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Jolly good. Jolly good. All right then. Right, let the dog see the rabbit. What you got to tell me, Mr. Paul?
Right. Okay.
Or ask me, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you first of all.
Hope it's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is.
Oh, because if it's not interesting, I don't care. I don't come here to be bored. I could stay over here and be bored if I want to be.
Do you remember when
No.
you spoke to Emma first of all on the phone,
Yeah.
and you told her about in the kitchen you could see a trumpet, or you asked if she got a trumpet in the kitchen,
Yeah.
but she didn't know what you meant, or it
I
didn't-
also said there was little figurines.
Yeah, I was going to come to
And she
that.
said there's not.
That's right.
And I thought, you liar.
Yeah.
I thought she's telling fibs.
I was,
You're going to tell me I'm right, aren't you, Mr. Paul?
yes. Yes.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I know I'm always right.
Yeah. It's just so the listeners can to understand this. I think
Oh, do you mean my fan club?
your
All over the world?
yeah, your fan club. Yeah,
My listeners.
because probably a lot
On the
of
wireless. Yeah.
probably a lot of people thought, well, Anthony got that wrong.
No, I never.
No,
never
you
get
didn't. It's
anything.
absolutely right. In fact, just so let everybody know as well that's listening, Emma in her kitchen has got a fridge, and she's got a fridge magnet,
Yeah.
and on that it's quite a large one, and there are musicians embossed on that fridge magnet, and they're all playing instruments.
Yeah.
And the main leader of the musicians
trumpet.
were playing a trumpet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
it's,
told you I could see little
Yeah.
figures in a kitchen with musical instruments.
yeah, that's it.
Well, they are then.
Amazing, isn't
I
it?
only say what I can see.
Yeah, yeah,
And what I can see is limited
yeah,
based on, because I'm stuck inside his head.
yeah, yeah.
So sometimes I can't express myself as much as I might want to.
Right.
I can't express myself in my full totality through him. It's impossible.
Yeah,
It's always going to be limited because he is there,
yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah, yeah,
for us all.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately for all of us, he's limited. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He'll never be as clever as me. But that's right. I knew what I saw was right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could see little figures
yeah,
playing instruments.
yeah,
And I just said, well, I'll just be honest.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was fine. And Emma actually told me that she said just to tell me the head yourself, or the medium.
Yeah.
She said has never been to my house. So that was wonderful evidence.
No, he has been to her house. But not at that time.
Oh,
Yeah. So when I said it,
yeah,
he had not been in her house. He
yeah,
had not.
yeah.
But he has since.
Oh, it has since, yes.
That's
yes.
what I mean.
I see, yeah.
Yeah, just to be clear.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I know he's been there since.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So that was good.
because I know he's been there since, because he went into the house and looked on the window ledge for little figures.
All right.
Yeah, but he couldn't find them.
Uh,
They weren't on the window ledge, they were somewhere else, and
Yeah.
she saw them.
yeah.
That's the
Oh,
point. Yeah, so even he doesn't have a bloody clue.
No.
So he's as useless as everyone is, except me, because I'm amazing.
Yeah, you are.
I'm proved right and right and right and right. Yeah.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
If you could, I don't.
I am dead.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know
Yeah.
if you have an answer for this.
All right.
You know the you talk about when I go to these spooky dooky things.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was giving a message to somebody at the church 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Yeah, yes.
and I was telling them about their dog,
Yes.
which was, fortunately, the information passed through yourselves through me was correct.
Yes.
But I want to ask the question. I felt very strongly that the message that was being given to me was from the dog himself.
Yeah.
Now, would that be correct or not?
Why not?
Right. Okay.
Why not?
Mm.
Why would a dog not be able to at least express feeling and emotion to you?
Right. Yeah.
But bear in mind what we've told you before, Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
Everything you are given is coming through someone else.
Yes.
So you're not hearing off the dog.
Right.
There is the person who works with you.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I
So
remember you
there is
saying that.
always the conduit on both sides.
Yes.
You are the conduit
Right. Yeah.
on your side of life,
Yeah.
and then there is the person or persons
Yes.
who work with you on our side of life.
Right.
They are the conduit through which the other people commune.
Right. So the dog then could commune to the person on your side.
Exactly.
And then pass
And
it
then,
through
and
to
then the
me.
feelings are passed through.
Yes.
By the
yeah.
time it gets to you, it's second hand anyway.
Yeah.
By the time it
right.
gets to the person, it's third hand.
Right.
People
yes,
seem
yes.
to think, I should make this clear again. I know I've said it probably before, but I should make it more profound perhaps. People seem to think that Granny comes to the medium and communicates to the medium. But that is not impossible. but in most cases, it's not usually how it happens.
Okay.
Because communication in itself is so bloody hard. So I and others here, we are in the case of the head in the chair, I am the conduit on our side, he's the conduit on yours.
Yeah.
And I am acting, but the difference is because of his makeup and how he's built and the way he's wired, this is the way in which I find it and he finds it best to commune.
Right.
Through his gob.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Through the power of his gob.
Yeah.
And through me impressing myself to a point where I start to take control of him.
Right. Yeah.
That's his preferred way. And, well, actually, it's not his preferred way. Actually, I'm wrong, aren't I? It's not really what he wants, but nonetheless, it's what he's got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't really want to be a trance medium. He didn't have a choice in the matter. Because you don't have a choice, really, in the matter. You might have the ability to put your attention towards other ways of communication,
Yeah.
but there will ultimately be usually one prime preferred manner in which to do it.
Yeah.
And that's his. In your case, Mr. Paul,
Yeah.
there is you face to face with the person in your world,
Yeah.
and then there's someone just behind you,
Right.
face to face with the people in our world.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so if the dog comes up and expresses emotion
Yeah.
and feeling
Yeah.
to that person, they will pass that on through you.
Yeah. Look, got it.
Now, forgive me for pointing this out. I just don't want to. I don't want to put the cat amongst the pigeons, so to speak.
Mhm.
That is to say, I don't want to cause a kerfuffle,
No.
and I would not want to cause trouble in your world,
Mhm.
but I'm going to.
Right.
If you don't mind me just pointing out
Yeah.
that, because I'm being pressed from Mr. Monty to say now. If you think back just not too long ago, the so-called, and I use the word very, 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 very bluntly, so-called organisation that is supposed to represent our world in yours,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they said you can't do that.
Yes. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently some kind of rule
Yeah.
turned up
Yeah.
one day,
Yeah.
designed by somebody
Yeah.
like the Pope of your movement,
Yeah.
decided that he was that you can't do this anymore.
That's right.
Animal communication,
Yeah.
right? Well, Mr. Paul, for number one, soul is a soul,
Yeah.
and a life is a life. There's no change in that. And someone passes to our world, or something passes to our world, it comes here. There's no change in that.
Yeah.
And communication is not something that's left purely for humans,
Right.
as we call us.
Yeah.
It's the human condition is not the be all and end all of life in that sense.
Yeah.
Your animals. If I get your animals, and I have had your animals.
Yes, you have. Yeah.
Yeah, and I pass on it as I get it.
Yes.
I don't bite my lip because some plonker,
Yeah.
Yeah, decides that I've made a rule. I am the Pope of your movement.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I give what I get, and
Yeah.
so should you.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, put it in the pipe and smoke it.
Yeah.
Because other people will listen to you,
Brilliant.
and it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So if the animal comes close, and why would an animal not come close if you've loved an animal
Yeah.
and that animal has felt love?
Yes.
If all you ever hear from people in your world, love is the key, love is this, love is that, but when it comes to it, they don't want to embrace it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Very true.
So that's my view on the matter.
Thank you, Anthony.
So you got a dog. I'm not saying the dog was communicating into you.
Mhm.
It was communicating via somebody
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
to you, but they are filtering it.
Yes.
So it's coming through that person in our side.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's lovely.
it's as simple as that.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm afraid, don't take this the wrong way. Anybody if you're going to, well, actually, I don't care. If anybody, I truly don't actually. I'm not bothered because it doesn't affect me in the slightest. But the truth is truth. And
Yeah.
you might not, just because you don't like it, does it make it not true?
Yeah.
And that's a fact. And that is a fact.
Yeah.
People can't turn round and start saying what is and what is not, I'm afraid. If they do, they don't represent us at all.
No. No.
They never have, therefore.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that.
Yeah. I sent a strongly worded email to the Pope, if you like, of the organisation.
Well, you know what I
telling
mean.
her what I thought.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what I mean when you say Pope.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, no,
he's
yeah.
acting like one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or he or she or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered about them anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Mr. Paul, I wouldn't want my medium to step foot in a place like that.
No.
I wouldn't want that.
No.
I mean, only if they change their ways,
Yeah.
then yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
But no. No, you can all do this. You can do this here.
Yes.
Look at what we've achieved amongst us all,
Yes.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And it would have been achieved anyway. So who needs a building with school wrote on it?
Yeah.
Who needs all that?
Yeah.
What's the certificate for anyway?
Yeah. I know.
You know? I haven't got a swimming certificate.
Mm.
Mind you, I can't swim. Yeah, I just didn't think that one through when I said it, did I? I can't actually swim. No, well, I weren't getting in the docks.
Yeah.
Look at that. No, and I'm certainly not getting in the Thames.
No.
Look at that.
No.
It smells of poo. Anyway, it's not for me. But the point is, Mr. Paul, that is my honest response.
That's
And
fine.
that's just not
Yeah.
my response, that's Mr. Monty's response entangled in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
That's great.
It's as
Thank
simple
you.
as that. If
Yeah.
you get, I mean, you can't go changing the rules after years and years and say, oh, you've now got to turn that one off.
Yeah, but no.
What on earth?
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't concern me what other people think.
No.
Not in the slightest.
Yeah.
Because they can't get me.
No.
You know, they're not going to get me. But the truth is the truth.
Yeah.
And you can't change truth. You might not like it. It's like that saying, freedom, everyone agrees with freedom of speech until you say something they don't like.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
suddenly you can't have it. Everybody says you shouldn't be allowed to speak.
Yeah. I know.
Silence them.
Yeah.
Everybody's got the right to speak, whether you listen or not, it's your business as well.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's nonsense. So if you felt, Mr. Paul, was what you gave accurate?
Yes, it was.
And were they happy?
Exceedingly.
Were they comforted?
Yes, they were.
Job done.
Yes.
Yeah, job done.
Yeah.
You've done your job.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. I've never
Yeah.
said to you at any point, have we, filter what you get.
No, I know.
You know, if you don't like the look of that word, keep it to yourself.
Mm.
You will only be given what the person can deal with.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
if you're genuine.
Yeah.
There are people who are not so genuine, I'm
Yeah,
unfortunate
I
to
know.
say, or people who are lesser developed,
Yeah.
who've decided to put the brake on and think this is all, they've reached the promised land,
Yeah.
they've reached the peak.
Yeah.
I am at the summit, when they're not.
Yeah.
And there was so much more they could do, and they put the foot on the brake and stopped sitting for their own development, and then their communication never gets any better.
Yeah. Fine.
They never know to what degree it could have gone. Yeah.
No.
So that's my answer.
Anthony, thank you very much for all that. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Quite clear.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm being concise because because my words here might just be given to somebody else to listen to.
Hmm.
That's why I'm being incredibly concise about this.
Yes, that's fine.
Because I don't want to make any confusion. Because if my words that I've just spoken have gone out into the big wide world of
Yeah.
yours,
Yeah.
yeah, and if that's what's happened and they end up in the hands of the right people, well, they can get an honest answer, can't they?
Yes. of
And if they've
course.
got any doubts about my genuineness, they can go and listen to my previous chats with people.
Yeah.
They can listen to our evidence that we've communicated. They can listen to our common sense,
Yeah.
otherwise known in your world as philosophy,
Yeah.
which is
Yes.
just common sense, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's face it.
Yeah.
And they can listen back. And when they hear the accurate responses and the people who are satisfied, then they can decide whether they want to accept my truth
Yes.
or whether they want to stick it under the sand and bury their heads in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my view.
Yeah. Precisely. Good. Thank you.
Anyway, not that I'm getting on my high horse, because I haven't got a horse. No. No. So there you go.
Lovely. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's my view, and that's my opinion, and that's the opinion of Mr. Monty and others here. And I've just pronounced it as concisely as he's asked me to.
Lovely.
Yeah. Was there anything else?
No, that was it. Thank you.
Was
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
How was your friend?
Oh, the here last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, although over
They
the,
seem nice people.
very, yes.
Yeah, I told you by the end I'd think it was normal, but at the
Yeah.
beginning, you're like, what the bleeding hell's going on?
Well, you were right as well, because they've
She never took her coat off all night, though,
No.
did she? I thought she was waiting to get up and run out. She sat where Sue is. No, she had a coat on all night. I thought any minute now that door's going to open and she's off. Yeah, I think I charmed her in the
No,
end.
they loved it, Anthony. In fact, they want to come again.
Oh, right, fair enough. Oh, bless them.
Yeah,
That's nice then, isn't it?
but the evidence was gobsmacking for them.
Was it a smack in the gob, was
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
A smack in the mouth.
yeah.
You know, I went to a sitting at the séance room of them lot they call the Blue Circle. We went up the stairs and I got a smack in the gob. Yeah. Yeah, there you are. Oh,
Yeah.
smacked in the gob by some kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, who claims to be 150 million years old or something. Or whatever he is. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, you
Oh,
are
well.
funny.
yeah. Well, I'm glad they were happy.
Very, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm satisfied with that.
Yeah.
You've just got to make sure you balance these things out because you don't want to put pressure on the medium.
No.
No.
You've got to make sure you leave nice gaps in between for these experiments.
Yes.
You know, and we'll
Yeah.
guide you and advise you as we go,
Yeah.
as we do. So,
Yes.
you know, but just gently pushy, gently.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand.
yeah. You don't want to end up where every sitting's a dilemma and worry,
No. No. Of
No.
course. No.
because we've still got to do our work, you see.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Jolly good.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Mm.
Yes. Listen, I'm not going to stick around here now. I will come back just to say goodbye later. But
Alright.
Mr. Monty is going to come and talk now
Okay.
because he just wants to address a few things that matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
So suppose that means you're all going to have a sleep.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Because I'm yeah. I've done as much as I need to do this week.
That's
Yeah.
fine, Anthony.
We're
Thank you
not
very much.
going to be. You're just going to be relaxing this week. We just
Yeah.
want you to feel. We just want to keep our lines of communication active,
Yeah.
but we
Yes.
don't want to put too much pressure on.
No, that's fine.
You had a very eventful week last week, and we missed the week before to build the power,
Yes. Yes.
which we told you last week.
That's right. Yeah.
To which the medium wouldn't have bloody known anyway, because you didn't tell him anyone was coming.
No, I know. No, I know.
So at least we know what we're doing, Mr. Paul.
We do, don't we?
At least
Yes.
our plans are all good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Somebody got a pull cord that's gone wrong.
A what?
A pull cord. There's a cord hanging out the ceiling that you pull to put it as a light on or something,
Mm.
and it's a bit weird. Is that one of you lot?
Got a pull cord, but it hasn't gone wrong yet.
Ah,
Well, we have here, but
In the
it's been,
bathroom.
yeah. This one's in the bathroom, but this has been sort of wrong for a long time. So I don't
is
know
it
whether
wrong,
it's
is
that.
it?
Well, yeah, but I don't know if it's that you might be referring to.
I don't
because
know.
It was some time ago.
Oh, right. Well, I don't feel like it's you, Mr. Paul,
Okay.
because if it was, I'd feel it within him.
Yeah.
And he
Right.
doesn't seem to feel that your cord is wrong.
No, right, okay.
Is your cord wrong?
Well, he fixed it.
Who did?
Yeah, the medium.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right.
But that was a long time ago.
No, I'm talking present.
No, not us then.
What's
Not me.
going on with
No,
the cord?
not me. Cora?
Not that I can think of recently.
No, all right. Hey, well, look, don't
No, I
worry.
have had a cord break on a light, but not recently.
Not recently, no.
No.
Oh dear. Well, I don't know what that's about. Well, listen, just wait on that and let me know if next week your cords have dropped off.
All right.
Because I don't know why I'm hearing it, and I'm not hanging round because Mr. Monty's waiting to get in.
All right.
So I'm
okay.
not going to worry about it, but just remember I said it, won't you?
Yeah.
You remember, and when you get a dodgy call, we can laugh about it all together.
Yes. Right.
And we can go on about how good I am
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
It'll probably be in 4 weeks' time, just like with Emma.
Yeah. 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 All right.
How's her health anyway?
Do you know, I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to her
Well,
for
she's
a
not
while.
dead, is she? So she's all right. She must be fine. Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's right. One thing or the you can only be one or the other.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Contrary to popular belief.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Isn't somebody supposed to be on holiday now? Isn't somebody who's meant to be on holiday but isn't?
No, it's not me.
I wrote my holiday on the calendar in September by mistake. But
Are you, for now?
well, it's later on in the year, and I wrote it in September. I don't know why.
So you wrote it in this period, but it's not.
Yeah.
Because I'm just aware of somebody who's
But
not
it
on
wasn't-
holiday when they should, but
Yeah,
they think
it
they
wasn't
should be.
actually meant to. It's just my mistake.
Oh right, okay. Because I'm hearing about a mistake. I'm hearing about an error to do with being on holiday and
calendar.
not. Oh right,
No.
you see, this is it. I mean, I don't use a bloody calendar. I don't know, but that's interesting.
Hmm.
I feel like there should be there's something to do with a holiday that isn't.
Ah.
So obviously that must be it. That's fair enough. It's these little weird things I start to get just as I'm about to bugger off. Everyone starts shouting stuff at me. Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. So can I just ask, somebody must be re-evaluating a trip. Somebody must be evaluating whether they're going to go on a trip somewhere or not.
We've got a trip coming.
Are you in two minds about it?
No.
No, it's not you then. Auntie Cora?
No,
Not you?
no.
Mr. Paul?
No.
I'll bugger it. Oh well, I'm happy with your calendar, Sue. That's good enough for me. Anyway, I'm off. I've done as much as I want to do. I'm not in the mood. I'm not playing this week. I'll let Mr. Monty come.
All
Okay.
right. Anthony.
Right.
Thank you
Prepare
very much.
yourselves for sleep.
Yeah. All right.
Good evening, my friends. You can hear my voice.
Hello,
Hello,
Monty.
Monty.
Yes, thank you.
Good evening. Are you all well tonight?
Yes,
thank
thank
you.
you.
My Anthony had a little bit of pluck about him tonight, did he not?
Yes, yes, yes.
Indeed.
It's well needed.
Yes, he's literally just walked by me going, bugger that. I don't think it went quite as he wished. Nonetheless, he is being tested as well.
All right. Okay.
He is being assessed on how he performs, how
Right.
well he does
Yeah.
by himself, as much as us. He wants to be right and he wants to be good at what he does.
Good. Fine. Yeah.
And we feel he's doing very, very well for a little boy. Well, he's obviously not a little boy.
Mhm.
You understand?
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
been here a long, long time. He has the mind of a seasoned adult.
Yeah.
The wise one, but he likes his identity. He likes remaining a child.
Yeah.
He came here as a child, and he likes being a child.
Yeah. Mm.
So, but it's about my point tonight can be stemmed from those words that I just said. It's about he likes to be, but what he chooses to be is what he chooses to be.
Mm-hmm.
And your world, my friends, is very similar. Your world will be what you make it,
Yeah.
by and large. The problem is, much of what you make the world is influenced by situations around you, of course.
Yeah.
And what you make of your world will be influenced by information that comes into your mind via various television channels, newspapers,
Yeah.
hearsay of what other people might tell you. Your thoughts and your opinions will be judged by other people's words. Other people's words will be judged based on what they say. Situations will be judged
Yeah.
based on words you are told by other people. Forgive me for mumbling my words there. I'm still attaining control over my medium.
Okay.
But nonetheless, I'll carry on. The words that other people speak upon you will decide how you judge a situation before you even know the details of a situation. You will already have made your decision on things. Someone will tell you that one thing is nonsense, and you will then approach that situation when you hear about it with a feeling of it is nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
That is your world right now. Everything you experience, you are more or less expected to have an opinion on it all. You are more or less expected to have absorbed other people's views and parrot them and agree with them. Your world right now is drowning in opinion on
Yes.
things, many things that are not
Absolutely.
are of no use to you.
Yeah.
Your news is bombarding you with misery and annoyance and
Fear.
irritability.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to take your minds back, my friends. Just take your minds back some 10 months ago or so. And we spoke here, and I spoke with you all. And I told you on that time that the future steps within your world in the coming year ahead, you would start to see the dissolving of familiar landmarks in life.
Yeah.
You would start to see the design. I don't mean statues when I say landmarks. I mean situations and people and places and ideas and organizations that you are so familiar with would start to crumble. Government, religion, health services,
Yeah.
banking.
Yeah.
You will gradually, I told you, start to see them crumble.
Yes.
And you are now starting to see this. Because the first process is to create a situation when nobody can recognize any difference anymore between parties or
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yes. Yes.
If you're going to destroy something, you have to, and you're going to destroy it the world over, you should, in fairness, be able to see the same situation or a similar process playing out everywhere.
Yes.
And you can.
Yes.
You can look to your United States of America. Nobody can any more understand the process there as you can here.
Yeah.
In America, you've got people saying there's no difference between any of them.
Yeah.
They're all useless.
Yeah.
Now, if the world was allowed to run organically as it should, and if you were truly governed by those people, then things would be fixed, things would happen,
Yeah.
things would work. They always have to a point, but not anymore, because there is now the plan. As I told you before, all of this is planned well in advance.
Yeah.
Hence why I can tell you 2 years ago and 9 months ago that this would be the year you would really see this.
Mm.
You will see the position of government to the point where you can no longer tell the difference between either side.
That's right.
And then eventually there will be no trust in it.
Yeah.
And then it will have no choice but to implode within itself.
Yeah.
And that will happen in country after country after country. The same applies to the health service of your world, particularly this country in which you reside, the British. You will see the British health service crumble.
Yeah.
It already is. From
Yes.
the inside out. It is like a tumour on the inside. You don't see it, unfortunately, until it's set in, the rot is set.
Yeah.
And then the outer shell crumbles. And that is what you're seeing now. You will start to see that increase in speed.
Mm.
All of these issues are all playing out exactly as I said they would. As I said they would 9 months ago or so, and as I said they would a few years ago.
Yeah.
Reason being is because there is a plan ahead to dissolve your governments, to dissolve your health service. Ultimately, on a global scale, you will see the same happening in other countries.
Mhm.
The same process will play out. Yes, the scenario might be different. Yes, it may be mildly different reasons, but you will see the same problem where people can no longer fathom the difference between what you call the left or the right, your right hand or left hand.
Yeah.
You will no longer be able to tell the difference. And that will create great unrest, because that is one of the monuments in which people set their watch by in your world throughout life. Because it's one of the, if you like, the landmarks that have always been there for you.
Mhm.
You've always been aware of it, but now it is being crumbled. The same, like I say, with your health service. It's always been there. Now you'll see it crumbling gradually more and more. It is beyond repair because it is not meant to be repaired. That is not the plan.
Mhm.
So no matter how much money people say you should throw at it, and no matter how much people wave their arms and say, save our health service, they won't. Because the plan is not to save it. It is to destroy it.
Yep.
The plan is not to create government that will, to give you choice of party. That is not the plan ahead. It is to destroy your choice and ultimately destroy all parties. Religion, gradually, not yet, we're a long way away from that, but it's coming. Mark my words, my friends, it's coming. The new religion will be atheism. There'll be no more room for Catholicism, Buddhism. Maybe Buddhism will last a little longer because it's more about the science of the inner self, but religions are going to crumble.
What, even
Church.
Islam?
Not in the immediate future, but eventually atheism will give way. All will start to give way to atheism. The new religion. Now, forgive me for pointing out, I have no time for religion as
a structure. I have every interest in people with faith, belief, and feeling for a greater power, something bigger,
Yeah.
seemingly bigger than yourself. It's not bigger than yourself, it just feels like that. And I have all respect for that philosophy, for that idea of faith and belief, and knowing within yourself something greater is there. Whether you express it through a deity or not, it matters not to me. You understand? I don't care how you find your way to it, whether it's through the idea of a Jesus Christ or Allah. I have no issue with that. As long as when you do it, you feel love.
Yeah.
As long as you use it morally for good. Atheism, in which the world is on the verge eventually of giving way to, is the religion of nothingness.
Yeah.
Which will then give you will therefore need a new priest. We'll call that the scientist, for they know everything. Now, once again, I am all for science when it breathes truth. But when the science is bought by the people who are destroying your health, destroying your government structure that you've come to recognize as a normal, destroying the services of your health, ultimately will be destroying the financial services of your world, the same people who will be destroying the economic structure of your world. Why are they destroying it? Because there is a new structure coming. And you've got to clear the way.
Yeah.
You can't build a house on a house. You can't build a factory or a huge building where there is a housing estate. You have to flatten it first.
Yeah.
But you flatten it immediately, people will object. You are objecting. You are all objecting to the current structure in your world.
Yeah.
But this is everything I told you.
Yes.
9 months ago, 10 months ago, thereabouts, and 2 years ago, probably 3.
Yeah.
I told you, I recall it well. I know Mike and Val were sitting here.
That's right.
And I said then, you have to destroy it in order to replace it.
Yes.
What you are replacing it with will be of little use to any of you, but will be of all the benefit to those who are bringing it about. And the people who are going to bring it about are the same people who are destroying it.
Yeah.
And there brings you to borders. I told you then, borders.
Yeah.
How do you change the structure of your world, the order of your world? You create a war in order to flatten borders. And then you rebuild borders in your new image. And your world has done this time and time again. And you are, if on the current trajectory, my friends, you're on the verge of another border realignment through conflict.
Mm-hmm.
It is the true way in which power falls into fewer hands.
Yeah.
It is the true way in which that country is now part of this country, or this border is now with that border.
Yeah.
Now, I understand people will say, well, all borders are nonsense. I understand that sentiment, and to an extent, of course, I understand it and agree with it, because there should be no borders. But the world is not equal either. The distribution of your wealth is not equal.
No.
The distribution of your minerals and that in which you need to live is not equal. Nor is it in your country. Nor is your living environment. There is so much space where you could spread out a little, but you are all kept penned in, tighter and tighter. So my point is, as I said to you, the world is largely what you will make it. How it will unfold is how you make it. But how people will make it will be influenced by what they are told and what they are fed and what they are influenced to believe. So when somebody tells you, oh, they're trouble, and you meet that person, you instantly believe they're going to be trouble. You go in there with an idea that they are trouble. And that's what the media does to you. That's what your papers do to you.
Yeah.
That is what hearsay, chitter-chatter from people does to you.
Yeah.
There are people who say that person is a lunatic because he believes this or that. And yet in the last 3 years, this or that has happened and they still call someone a lunatic.
Mm.
Even
Yeah.
though
Yeah.
there are people who will say that Montague talks nonsense. Even though since they made that grand statement, a number of the things I said would happen have unfolded.
Yeah.
A great number, I would say. But he still talks nonsense. And that is the hearsay of those narrow minds, closed minds who have to be programmed by the box in the corner of the room,
Yeah.
by the paper that falls through the door, delivered by the poor boy who'll go on to read the nonsense in the paper.
Yeah.
The truth is, my friends, as I told you, the trajectory will only change when people change it. When people realize that no government was ever there to serve them truly, although they have done that to a point, you are now watching the powers who truly run your world.
Yeah.
Your government does not run your world.
Yeah.
Your leaders who you think you vote for do not run your world. They are here today, they are gone tomorrow. They only have a short life.
Yeah.
They barely have time to work out how to operate the kitchen in number 10 Downing Street
Yeah.
before they are out of it.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Perfectly. Yes.
They are temporary. They are your distraction. They are a smokescreen for you to wag your finger at and complain about.
Yeah.
They do not run your world. People who are in the job all the time run your world.
Yes.
Your civil servants runs your world. And their expressions in each country of your civil service. Great banking organizations, insurance companies, they run your world. And your so-called leaders, you can't tell the difference between any of them anymore because the plan is now moving forward.
They're all puppets.
Well, yes, and now they've all got the same head.
Yes.
And the strings are becoming tangled because they're about to be put away in the box.
Yeah.
Because they're not needed anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what's coming doesn't require that.
Yeah.
You are on your way towards one gradually through conflict, confusion, misery and bad news, negativity, and the creation of imbalance. You are now heading towards that. And the more you allow them to do it to you, the more their plan comes to fruition. Which is why I agree with what Cora says. When she goes forward, she doesn't worry too much about tomorrow.
Mm.
She's aware. Cora is aware of what's going on. She's not letting it go in.
Yeah.
She's not letting it rock her life.
Mm.
But as long as you don't let them do it to you,
No.
and you stand your bit of ground, as I've said before,
Yeah.
so many times I've said this. I remember saying this when Mike and Val were here and when other people have been here.
Yeah.
This is not bad news. And I don't want you to see this as depressing.
No.
Because I've always told you the answer's simple, my friends. The world will be the image you make it. The good feelings you give off will affect people. But unfortunately, everybody's head is inside a box.
in the corner of their room night after night, and they believe it.
Yeah.
Every word that comes through that box must be true.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'll change the channel, or I don't read that paper because that paper is biased towards that party
Mm.
or that affliction, that religion or whatever. So
Yeah.
I'll read this one. I won't read that tripe, I shall read this tripe.
Yes, yes, exactly.
The truth is,
prefer to read my book.
exactly, Cora. Read something interesting, for goodness sake. Read something uplifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of what is being done is all part of an unfolding process that I have told you. I told you they're coming for your money.
Yeah.
Mischief
Yeah.
I
making.
told you that 2 years ago.
Yes, you did.
They are coming for your money.
Yeah.
Well, what? The artificial inflation of insurance, the artificial inflation of cost of living, the artificial inflation of everything. The fear that your planet is going to burst into flames
Yeah.
and die.
Yeah.
It's getting hotter. Funny that I was always under the impression the sun was the source of all heat. Oh, but carbon dioxide, a trace gas, my friends. Trace gas.
Mm.
It is a trace gas. Carbon dioxide. A trace. If you knew how little of it was truly in your environment, and if it has gone up, what could have caused it? What species of life on your world consumes carbon dioxide? Trees and plants.
Yeah.
So whose wonderful idea is it to cut the lot down?
I know.
You see my
Bill
point?
Gates.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
see my point, my friend.
Yes.
I'm not depressing you, I'm inviting you to look at the bigger picture, my friends.
Yeah.
What I told you 2 years ago, what I told you 10 months ago is literally unfolding.
Yep.
The very species of life on your world that consumes carbon dioxide is the plant and the tree.
Yeah.
So, what a wonderful idea to hack the lot down. Not only the rainforest and all the species within it, but also in your local area,
Yeah.
local
Yes.
government,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
hacking trees down.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're not safe, or they cause a nuisance, or they're a pest. Nonsense. They are consuming, they are part of the balance of your world.
Precious air.
They are precious.
It's a deliberate act, isn't it?
This is my
Yeah.
point, Paul. It is
Yeah.
a deliberate act.
Yeah.
Yes.
My point is, when I told you 2 years ago and last year, it is a deliberate act, and it is
To destroy. Yeah.
to
And
break.
forgiveness.
You have to, if you want to rebuild in your new image, you must flatten what's there.
Yeah.
That's negative, isn't it?
But it is what they are doing.
We live in the positive.
True. But they are literally doing it right in front of you, taking your trees down
Yeah.
and then telling you this. You should worry about carbon dioxide.
No.
Well, stop chopping the bloody trees down.
Yeah.
That would be a start.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard, but people are obsessed with this so-called climate emergency. You could put the climate emergency away in no time. Stop taking the lungs of your world down.
Yeah.
But if you take away the lungs of the world, you can bring in artificial intelligent trees because the technology is there now.
Mm.
It's coming.
Mm.
And then that allows you to weaponize air itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, if you don't want to breathe, we'll turn these things off.
Yeah.
The bee, the bumblebee, the honeybee,
Yeah.
the crossbee, not just bees, wasps also, as
Yeah.
much as you dislike them, Paul.
Yeah. I know.
But they
I know.
cross-pollinate your world.
Yeah.
Big job
So
to do.
you target them and then you bring in the electronic version. It's already there.
It's certainly already there because
That's why I don't listen to them.
year after year after year, you'll see hundreds and hundreds of wasps. And this year, I was only talking to somebody on Sunday that this year I have seen 3 wasps.
Mm.
Just
the
3.
bees were less as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I've said
And the
it.
butterflies have been less.
I've said it. It's all insect life. It's all life.
Yeah.
I mean literally all life.
But they'll destroy life and they'll destroy themselves eventually.
Well, unfortunately, they are bringing in an artificial world. You will have artificial trees. The technology is there.
I remember you telling us this, yes.
It's coming, Paul.
Yeah, yeah.
They will bring in electronic bees, cross-pollinators.
Yeah.
You want to change it, you just need to remove what's there.
Mm.
And that is what's happening. So, my friends, the world is what you created. And what you create is what you are programmed to create.
Yeah.
By the box in the corner of your room, the hearsay nonsense of other people's chitter-chatter,
Yeah.
and the radio, and all of these things, and particularly those things that you constantly have in your face, in your hand,
Oh,
staring into it,
yeah,
constantly filling you with negatives.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's constantly telling you what to believe is true. It is constantly telling you that that country over there is evil and this country over here is good.
Yeah.
It's constantly telling you this. They are a problem and these ones are not. The truth is, what is coming is unfolding, and what is being destroyed is everything that needs to be cleared to make way for the new artificial one power state.
Yeah.
And if you can't see it now, having told you about this for so long,
Yeah.
if people still can't see this,
I mean, we see it, don't we?
well, of course,
Yeah.
but for other people, it's too great a jump.
Mm.
It's
But
too
it's
much of a jump.
What can we do about it?
You truly need to live in the good and continue to do so.
Just be as good as you can. And
Absolutely.
Don't listen to them.
Protect your corner of life.
That's it.
Live it.
Yeah. Live it to
And-
the full.
And let other people see you living good.
Mm.
Encourage people that way through them seeing how positive your life is, how creative you are truly at being unique. Allow people to see that you are not living in any fear.
No,
When people say, what do you think of this or that?
I don't.
I don't, because I don't listen to that nonsense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Live truthfully. Don't let the nonsense influence you.
No.
And there is nonsense on all sides. The time is almost coming to not listen to anybody else
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
and just go with what you know to be true inside,
Yeah.
what you know to be morally right.
Justice will be done to them in the
Yeah.
end.
So you see my point. I may sound like, when I bring these messages across, these thoughts and these ideas, I may seem to some people, here comes Mr. Doom and Gloom. But I have never ever,
Not at all.
No, 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 no.
I have never ever ever
No.
communicated with these, and they are occasional, but I have never told you that there is no hope,
No.
No.
because all the hope is in your hands.
That's right.
I am now speaking to more people. When you had your when they artificially closed your world down for a while,
Yeah.
you closed the shop on you all,
Yeah.
Mm.
and we sat
We did.
here, and I kept you abreast of what I considered to be the truth.
Yes.
More truth than you were receiving, my friend.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
I never once told you that there was no hope.
No.
I've
Told
never,
us to be positive and
Be
remain
positive.
Yeah.
but don't just be positive, live it,
That's it.
embrace it,
Mm.
feel it, let it glow out of you.
Yeah.
When people say, oh, have you heard what's going on in the news? Buggy your news.
Yeah. In fact, I
Negative.
tell quite a few people that your words, Monty, when you said never ever let negativity soak in.
Never let it soak
no.
in.
You can't.
It's bad enough as it is
Yeah,
without you believing it
yeah,
and absorbing it like a sponge.
yeah.
It's time to wring the cloth out, to wring the sponge out, to squeeze the nonsense out of it
Yeah.
and let it come, let it be empty so it can embrace good. And when we spoke in these four walls, as you see them,
Mhm.
back at that time when your world had closed shop for a while,
Yeah,
when we spoke
Truth.
just as us,
Mhm.
a few of us sitting in this room, and I told you, go forward and be positive. Let others in the world feel it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that's
Let
right.
others
Yeah.
see you
Yeah,
being positive.
yeah,
Let others see you living not in fear.
yeah,
No.
And let others see you not absorbing the nonsense that they are still absorbing. And when they see that your life glows for not doing so,
yeah,
they will be encouraged to change and look after their little patch.
Mm.
Now, when I said this, there was only us in this room. Perhaps Mike and Val visited.
Mhm.
Perhaps another guest, but not many.
Not many. No.
Now I am able to communicate to the world.
yeah,
The message I bring to the world is to live morally and truthfully,
Positive.
positively, in
Yeah.
love and goodness.
Mm.
Forget what you are told is the truth by other people. The box in the corner of the room, the stupid paper that lands through the door.
yeah,
No.
Lose the lot.
Yeah.
Trust your moral compass.
Yes.
That's the one.
yeah,
Your moral compass is the only
everything.
guide you need.
Yeah.
Is what I'm being told true? If it feels true, and if there is evidence before you that says, not from the box in the room or the paper, but truthfully from your life's genuine experience,
yeah.
then it must be true.
Mhm.
If your moral compass sits with it.
Yeah.
Go with it.
I always tell people as well to always trust your intuition.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
You're, as long as you are not warped by other people's views,
Yeah,
you must start. Your people do need to start with a blank sheet of paper all over again
mm.
and start asking themselves, is it right? Is it true? Has it earned its place on my blank sheet?
No.
Has it earned its place to be there?
No.
Can I qualify it? Can I prove it? Can I demonstrate to myself? Is what I'm being asked to believe true? If it is, it goes on that sheet.
Yeah.
If it's not true, if it doesn't sit right, you leave it off.
Yeah.
Simple.
yeah,
If in doubt, leave it out.
But my point is, you are further into this journey now from when we last spoke.
Mm.
You are now starting to see some of what I told you
yeah,
Yeah.
is starting to happen. The lines between your governments, your health service,
Very much so.
they are coming for your money, and they have,
yeah,
and they are coming for it.
yeah.
And you have had more than enough evidence now of this.
Oh Lord,
And I
yeah.
told you 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they're blatant about it now, aren't they?
That
they're,
is the
they're
point.
making
Yeah.
they're making all big
Of course.
profits and things.
Of course, they're more
Well,
blatant because people are getting more distracted by their nonsense.
Mm.
It's like dangling a carrot over here whilst picking people off over there. You're all hypnotized by the carrot,
Mm.
waggling the carrot.
See, they're worrying about it and we're not.
The world could be a far more beautiful place.
Mm.
Your lives could be carefree.
Yeah.
That's not to suggest you don't all have your place and part and role to play in life, you understand? You all have your role to play in the running of your world. Some people, you need people who can build things, be creative. You need people who are passionate about cleaning things
Mm.
to keep them in a job.
Yeah.
But you could clean your own corner as well. And what a shining place it would be. You need people who like to design and create. You need all of this.
Yeah.
So everyone has their place and part to play. But the world is not being allowed to, the people of your world are gradually being constricted,
Yeah.
is the word.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I long for people, I urge people to consider. If you think what I'm saying is nonsense, then fine. Because more than likely in another 12 months from now, you may stumble across my words again and suddenly feel differently. I don't know. That's your business, not mine. But I want to put it once more for people to raise their consciousness, to start to shine, to cease to absorb the lies that they are being fed from all sides, because all sides are controlled by the same force. And that force is not positive,
Negative.
and it doesn't have benign plans for your world. And therefore, I would advise and encourage people to do one thing, which you shouldn't need my words to do. You don't even need to trust my words. You don't even need to believe a word I have to say, my friends. You could think my words are nonsense, but nonetheless, why can't you raise your consciousness? Why therefore can't you, regardless of my words, shine and emanate the joy, the love, the hope? Why can you not therefore, regardless of whether you believe my words, like them or dislike them? It is of no importance to me whether you do. But why can you not therefore take back your freedom? Why can you not cease to be influenced by negative? Why can you therefore not shine and be the full potential that you can be? Why are you therefore allowing your money that you've worked for? It may not be the coin of my world, but it was the coin of the world I left behind. It still is the coin of your world, whether you like it or not. And whether you agree with it is irrelevant. It is what it is. But it doesn't mean to say somebody can come in like Dick Turpin and remove it from you. Not by force, but like simply taking it away from you.
Yeah.
My friends, the time has come for you to rise. The time has come for you to say no. And if the time has come for you all to stand strong in love, in harmony, and in joy, knowing your world is only going to be, as I said when I came here tonight, the world is only a reflection of what you make it. Your lives are only a reflection of what you make them. It is all a reflection of you.
I do feel that now there are many people that are becoming aware of really what's happening.
Exactly. And I like that word you've used, Paul.
I know.
Moving into the awareness of,
Yes.
not waking up from.
That's right.
I do dislike the wake up word. I don't like it. I find it very condescending towards people, because people are not asleep. They are distracted, yes. They are misled, yes. They are being abused, yes. Violently, mentally, emotionally. People are being abused. Your elderly are about to be abused more than ever. People are not asleep. They are just unaware. They are just not within the awareness of it yet. But people
Are they going to be soon?
Well, more and more people are.
I think
Consider where you were 5 years ago.
I think so.
5 years ago, it was not like it is now. People were not. If I'd have said, when I told people some of the things were coming, when I told people in this room, at that time there was more of us in this room, of course.
But there were those who didn't care, didn't believe what I said was coming, didn't want to know.
Yeah.
It didn't change the fact it happened because nothing intervened. But the world, the people of your society at that time, just 5 and 6 years ago, in your time, they didn't want to know because it was impossible.
Yeah.
It was unlikely. The chances were nil. And yet I expressed it, and it was ignored. Now, with the passage of those years, more and more people are now fully aware, moving within the awareness of, and it's growing. But the problem is people still don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They've moved within the awareness of it, but what do I do? How do I deal and process this? What do I do?
Yeah.
My friends, what you do is believe nothing that doesn't earn its place on your piece of paper.
Yep.
Run everything by your moral compass. Cease listening to chitter-chatter of other people's thoughts. Let it earn itself. Let my words, they have to earn themselves. And if my words tonight to you, or whenever it is in the future that you're listening to this, my words have not earned their place on your paper, then forget my words. That is fine. But nonetheless, that shouldn't prevent you from living in joy. That shouldn't prevent you from knowing right from wrong. That shouldn't prevent you from shining. And that shouldn't prevent you from using the greatest, most powerful word ever invented. No.
Yeah.
That's it.
No is the most positive word possible. It's the most empowering word.
Yeah.
Because when you say, no, this will not happen in my name, and other people all say no, then it can't be. But unfortunately, people feel alienated and they don't always realize how unalone they actually are in their thoughts. As you will know, Sil,
Yeah.
there was a time where you would have thought you were the only one thinking what you thought.
Yeah.
Until you realised there was hundreds and thousands and millions of people who felt the same.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
you see, keep people isolated.
Yeah.
And that's
Keep
what
people
positive
in
does.
isolation. So, my friends, my message is the world, as I told you when I arrived tonight, is a reflection of what? Of you. The world is a reflection of your mental and emotional state. The world you create outside of you, seemingly outside of you, is only a reflection of the world inside of you.
Yeah.
The more you all change this, the more the nonsense will vanish and will not be able to survive. You will strip those people of their nourishment, and their nourishment is your energy. My friends, guard your energy. Glow and shine, raise your consciousness, my friends. And on that note, let me leave you with those positive words. It is time for you to rise, my friends. All of you. In a positive and most wonderful way.
Thank you, Monty, very much.
Yes.
My friends, my words are,
Wonderful.
yes, my words, my deed, my job is done. My
Monty-
friends, good night.
Thank you.
Go
Monty,
forward.
can I just mention something to you before you go?
Well, that's ruined my encore.
No,
What a way to just imagine,
Just
my
about to
friends.
go.
Imagine if Mr. Churchill had just given his marvellous speech and then suddenly Paul pops up in the background. Before you go, can I just ask you to sign this? This peace declaration.
no, it's
Have you ever considered, imagine if Mr. Hitler was giving a speech and just before he said his final words, little Paul pops up in the background. Excuse me, Mr. Hitler. Yes, Paul, your inquiry.
yeah, fine. I have directed a friend of mine
Yes,
to listen to your words of just a few weeks ago
yes,
when you were talking about the end of life
yes,
and suicide.
yes,
They have listened to the recording,
yes.
and it's put them in a a positive state, for which they want to say to you, thank you.
Well, that is
Wonderful.
fine. My aim, Paul,
Mhm.
I mean, contrary to what other people may think, Anthony is quite correct earlier tonight when he says this is all common sense.
Yes, absolutely.
I
Yes.
don't believe philosophy is any. I don't really bother with the word philosophy. I only
No.
use it as a passing phrase.
Yeah.
Common sense, my friends. Common sense, truth go hand in hand. So whatever I have said, and my aim is to bring nothing other than the truth.
Yeah.
And whether the truth be hard to digest, or whether it be uncomfortable or a little bit unpleasant to palate, nonetheless, the truth is the truth. But the power is within you to change it or absorb it or decide what you think of it. But I only bring truth as I see it and as we see it, a group of us, more than not just one, not just my words. So if what we've said has brought comfort,
Mhm.
if the truth has brought comfort to that person,
Yeah.
then marvellous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
That is all.
Very much so.
Now, what
yes.
more could you want
Yeah.
quite right.
other than to know you've alleviated and helped a person?
Yeah.
I don't believe we've cured a person, but we've helped them.
Yeah.
And it may be enough to remove the clouds that blur their vision, the fog
Right.
that blurs their vision and direction. It may be that one word that helps the fog to clear in their mind and they go forward feeling much better.
Yes. Yes.
That is what it's about.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm delighted for that person.
Yes. Yeah. That's lovely.
And once more, if I may say, if that's all we ever achieved in 10 years of this gathering,
Cool.
then,
It's a
then I
lot.
am happy with that.
Yes.
It's a lot.
Everything else is a cherry.
Yes.
There must be a lot of cherries on this cake.
Yeah.
More of a gâteau.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
So, yes. Marvellous.
Yeah.
Well, that was worth having my encore interrupted.
It was.
It was.
I must say.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. That's good news.
Yes.
Yes. I'm delighted for them.
Mhm.
Yes. Would this be a person from your church gatherings then, Paul?
Not really. No.
Okay. Well, I'm only inquiring. I'm
Yeah.
not second guessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine.
Mhm.
Well, if it's benefited them, it's benefited them.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yes. Splendid.
And now you've got an encore, have you?
Paul, I need say no more.
Right.
Ultimately, my words were what they were,
Yeah.
and what you've just said demonstrates that my words can help
Yeah.
and are good.
Yes.
And that is all we need.
Yeah.
I need say no more, my friends,
Yeah.
other than be good, be kind,
Yeah.
and live your lives.
We will.
Mm.
Now, my friends, I will toddle off.
Okay.
Thank you, Mum.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Go and enjoy my cigar and my brandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Yes. And I shall celebrate in my own little way.
Mhm.
And thank you very, very much for all that you've said, and how wonderful it is for what you're saying to be listened to for people around the world. It's just,
Well,
it's
that's
just wonderful.
well, that's for them to decide, Paul,
Yes,
not for
ye-
you to have an
of
opinion
course.
on.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
may be a lot of people right now rather annoyed at my words,
Mm.
finding them hard to digest
Mm.
and not really in a accepting mood.
Right.
But nonetheless,
Mhm.
that may change as the passage of time continues.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's wonderful that the right and the freedom to speak is remaining.
Yes.
Whether they like it is their business.
Yes. Yeah.
Whether my words are my words. And on that deed, my friends, I shall bid you all a good life
Thank you.
until we
Monty.
speak again.
Thank you very
Good
much.
Thank
night.
you, Monty. Good night.
Cheerio.
Enjoy the
Night.
brand.
Night, night.
Yes.
Wakey, wakey.
He's surprised to find us still awake.
Where are you gone?
Good morning. I'm just
You're just waking up.
We're still here.
I'm having my morning stretch. I'm bloody boring, isn't he? Never mind. He only comes from time to time. So don't have to worry. It's like when you've got those people who come to visit you that you don't really want round your house. You know them ones who come and look at but you think I've just got to stomach it and then I'll have to do it again for another 6 months. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's gone. You have to hear from him for another 6 months. We can all go back to living and doing what we want. It's like when the big boss comes and visits your work. Once they're gone, everybody breathes.
Yes.
Goes back to normal for another year. No, I'm only joking. He's
I know.
all right.
Yeah.
He's all right. He might be old and annoying, but he's all right. Yeah. Yeah.
He speaks lots of sense.
Well, he speaks common sense.
Yes. Yeah.
And he speaks of things that are forthcoming. Here, Mr. Paul, you know I was saying about that organisation who I was telling
Yeah.
you to learn. Well, they wouldn't like any of that.
Oh no.
Because that's probably against the rules as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it really good to know that we're breaking every rule in the book?
Wonderful. It
Yes.
is.
And there's
Yeah.
a reason for that. We never wrote the bloody book.
No.
Right.
Quite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, listen, it's time to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm basically fed up now.
Are you?
So yeah, I've had my time was cut short by him, so I ain't got much else to say. And not only that, I did such a good job last week.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was amazing last week,
You were.
and I was even more amazing the week before when I didn't turn up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when you consider it, I've been amazing for a couple of weeks.
You had a good time.
Yeah, and every wonderful person has the right to just have a relax,
Yeah.
and that's me. Yeah. So having done what I've done and said what I've said,
Mhm.
yeah. Here,
Yeah.
here.
Wow.
So it's time for us to put the kettle on.
Well, it is probably, but I'm just looking at this.
All right.
I reckon
Mm.
Sue's been sitting with you now for about 2 years.
Has it been 2 years?
No, it must be two. It must be longer than that.
Yeah,
That must be
probably.
coming up to your time of.
Probably.
Must be your anniversary as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Is that more cake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
more?
Shave me a slice, won't you? Even though him in the chair won't eat it at the moment, he says no more cake. He's sick of cake. Yeah.
All soup then.
Yeah. More. Give him a carrot
Mm.
or a potato. Yeah. Anyway, listen. I'm going to say bye bye now.
All
So have
right.
a nice time,
Thank you, Anthony.
and yeah, keep all your chins up,
We will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will.
both of them.
Okay.
Both.
Night night.
No, no,
Good night.
no, no.
See you next week.
You won't.
Okay.
Well, we're here next week. I think.
We're not here.
No, I think we are here. I think.
Anthony says he's not coming.
Yeah.
For the final time tonight, Flatfoot once more returns to bless you all on your forward journey. Flatfoot, for the final time tonight, says bye-bye.
Bye bye,
Bye,
Flatfoot.
Flat-
Thank you very,
Flatfoot.
very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
You with us?
I am.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll just say then to to all our friends listening in, what we'll do is the usual. Now, just for a minute or so in silence, we'll send out healing energies to whoever and wherever you want them to go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fine.
All right. Well, we'll say. Oh, before we go, I think didn't you say earlier we're here next week? Warren, did we? Did you?
Did I say what?
We're here next Tuesday.
I haven't said anything.
I thought we did earlier on downstairs.
I haven't spoke to anybody.
No. But do you know offhand?
Not off the top of my head.
All right. I'll turn the light on before we finish.
Okay.
We'll just say, yeah, thank you very much then for everybody listening in. Again, hope you all enjoyed yourselves, listening to what has been said and all the fun and laughter too that comes with it. And we'll say to us, our friends, our spirit team, thank you once again for another wonderful evening. And we'll look forward to the next time we sit. and I'll just find out before we go when we are sitting again. But for now, we'll send you all our love as usual and say thank you very much and night.
Night.
Cheerio.
Good night.
Night.
I haven't discussed whether we're sitting or not.
Aren't you away all next week? Didn't you tell me downstairs you're away
Oh,
next week?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
I was asking how things were going and you said
Oh,
you
yeah,
were away all
I
week.
don't remember discussing whether we were sitting or
Yeah,
not.
No, we didn't discuss that, but I
Oh.
was asking you how everything was going.
Yeah, I
And you
think.
said you're away all next
Yeah,
week.
absolutely right. Yeah, no, that people still listening. No, we're not here next
No,
week.
that's what I
Oh, I've got a
thought.
gig of her. Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
You're
Am I at
away all
Leeds?
week.
Am I in Leeds?
Windsor.
Oh, Windsor.
Right. Okay. The next time we're all sitting will be the Tuesday 1st of October.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Flipping heck, how is it October already?
Yeah, he's away all next week. I remember you saying.
Is next week the last week of the month then?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because it's the 17th, 18th tomorrow.
Yeah. And we know Christmas is coming because Tesco got the filled up with shelves of Christmas stuff in August.
Well, don't worry.
So we know Christmas is
It's
coming.
September.
I
Or did they
bet.
do it in
No,
August?
they did in August.
Oh,
I was in
for
there in
God's
August.
sake.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I think
They
if you,
missed Halloween.
if you go down one of the aisles, I'm pretty sure you'll find Easter eggs.
Mm.
They'll be hidden away somewhere,
Yeah.
gradually making their way to the front.
It's ludicrous.
Did I hear Charlie whinging just a minute ago?
No, only just his whimpered now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, not all
There hasn't
night.
been a move.
No.
Not all night. It's been good.
Yeah. And the time's good as well. It's only 20 to 10.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
good.
excellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Time for a cuppa then.
Time
Yeah.
for a cuppa. Let's get the kettle on. Weird how the time just folds in.
Yeah.
Because for me, that's not that long. Now you know how to open the gate, do you? Did I hear you trying to open the gate before? Button at the top, button at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I was trying to work
I've
out.
sussed it out now.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. I could
Oh,
hear
we
it.
can
From,
escape. We couldn't escape.
couldn't hear it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I should know because I go into enough. In my job, I went into enough houses with stair gates. I used to
All
say,
right.
do I pass the initiative
Well, I'll
test?
tell you what, I'll let you guys do that then. Now you know how to do it,
Yeah.
and I'll turn the thingies up.
It took me a while, didn't it?
Also, turn the. Oh, you're here. Oh, you're still here.
Pardon?
I thought you'd gone downstairs.
No, I'm right here.
There's no need to bark. No need at all. No, I know.